Welcome back to the Precision Trader. Just wanted to go over a quick recap of today's activities using the Orderbook Bookmap. Anyway, so just want to jump right into it. SPXL. I just wanted to do this as kind of like an FYI. If you want to try to get an idea of bounces in the market, unfortunately. When you're using things like the SPY or the DIA or the QQQ ETFs, I mean, there's just so much liquidity in there, and it's just hard to break it. So what I've learned is some of these ETFs can actually give you a better. Now, granted, you have to be able to convert it back to the primary stock. So an SPXL. So that's that's the ETF triple ETF for the SPY. So, when you see levels of, and again, it mirrors, of course, it mirrors the SPY identically. So, you see major levels of support and resistance. It can give you insight on support and resistance in the SPY overall market in your other stocks. So anyway, so it's a good thing to have. So we can see here, start the day, come down, end up pushing all the way down to this liquidity here at 118. We get our bounce up, push back to the VWAP. Sellers are sitting at the VWAP. They end up knocking it all the way back down to this liquidity. Knock it back up to the VWAP, knock it back down to this major level of liquidity, and we see that this was able to hold into the close and correlate. Of course, this 117 correlated with 444 SPY. So if you got them pulled up, you can see the correlation simultaneously. But with that said, it's a great great thing to take advantage of throughout the day, because of course I don't make a trade unless, especially if it's one thing if it's just a short scalp, but anything above a short scalp, or even my scalps too. I like to know what the overall market or the S&P is doing, because it just has such a big effect. So with that said, as you can see here, the S&P was slowly grinding down all day long. So with that said, let's jump into Tesla. See what we could pick up from Tesla today. And all righty. So we see in the pre-market, this is what we're looking at in the pre-market. We are looking at actually more liquidity. We don't get this a lot. We actually had more liquidity right here below than we had within, $5 to $10, $15 above. Now, of course, that's 760. If the market can hold and start pushing back, 760 is coming. Or an infrastructure bill pass or something like that. That'll get it up there real quick. So with that said, our bias in the pre-market was to the downside. But again, what's our thing with Tesla? We always talk about the first 2 minutes of the day. Your high or low there. If you can break it, more time than not, you got more push to the upside. So what happens in Tesla today? So we see that at the open, it pushes. It was ready to push. So at the open, just fly straight up here to the 750 liquidity, knocks it back down to the VWAP. Yes, I was definitely shorting at this liquidity right here, and and ready to get out of this VWAP. You see you had buyers stepping in right here as well. So bounces it off. Again, when I see this happen, you see more sellers come into the book, couple dollars, $1 away from this major, because usually what you'll have is like say 750, that'll be a big old band, and then really nothing in between here. And then 750, 755. Yep, plenty of people want to do business there. But when I see all these, dollar increments of liquidity, I know there's a lot of people, a lot of people want to do some selling, some take profits. So yeah, I'm really hesitant to jump jump big time in some longs, especially again whenever you're factoring the overall market. So you got to know what the SPY, and if you were keeping up with the SPY, you'd have known that it started getting weak right at the beginning of the day. So within the first 15 20 minutes, SPY was starting to get very weak, start to drop, and then really we see, for the most part, Tesla starts pegging out. It did push up here, just missed my orders getting filled here. This band of liquidity here at 755. I had some short orders ready to go. We see that it pushed within, I'd say about 40 cents of it, and then started dropping. And then I think I actually got filled. No, this is where it just came up short on, because I was like, oh man, surely, I was like, surely it's going to push back up to this liquidity, and it did, but it came just short. That was, you don't see that often, but at the same time, again, the overall market was starting to fall through the floor. So, but anyway, so push there and rejected back to the VWAP. They tried to buy it up from the VWAP a little bit, and then we see, a piercing candle there. And from that point, really there wasn't any buyers till about 745 strong buyers. You can see that they stepped in here. Not a lot of them, but they were able to push it back up to the VWAP 750, 749, 750, and ended up knocking all the way back down to 745 again. They bought it right back up. Nice wick here, followed by engulfing candle. Good sign that you're heading back up, and ran right back up the quick, knocked it back down. And then your old classic, double top here, and then a lower high. So this right here, once you got this failed, right? I mean, you get this failed lower high, or you get a lower high right here, and then a break below this candle. I mean, that's, really stop below this and play into the downside. And where are you going to play to? The next major level of liquidity. She had a little bit here, but it ate through that. Again, SPY was falling through the floor, so your bias is through the downside, and came all the way down here to which I was ready to buy at this point, 739, and they popped it. They popped it back up to, what was it, 744. So we had sellers come in right here. You see the heat map go from a light or darkish blue to a lighter yellow, and then a darker yellow in here. So that means they were building, knocked it back down. Again, SPY was continuing to show some weakness, and where did they end up pushing it to? Pushed it back down here. Another thing, when I see, again, big bands within $1 apart of each other, I'm very confident that I'm going to get some bounce in that area. That shows that they're ready to buy. They're ready to buy here, and here. Not that it couldn't, break through and pierce through here and just continue to drop, but you have to factor into the time of the day. SPY was finally starting to bounce here as well, because that's another thing too. You put the Tesla and SPY beside each other, I mean, you're going to see very similar bounces and drops. So with that said, it ended up popping. Man, it pumped into the end of the day. Yep, that it did. I got into a little short right here at 745, 746. I felt like, golly, it's got to pull back a little bit after that pump, and which it did end up pulling back to 744. So anyway, but with that said, that was Tesla. Again, large part of today was keeping an eye on the S&P. once we were pretty much sitting right at the 21 to start the day, and of course knew that. I mean, it was a make or break spot there. I mean, it's wasn't gonna hang around sitting at the 21 for that 21 simple moving average daily. So, and sure enough, we were looking for a pump or a dump, and it became very evident very quickly that it was wanting to dump. Almost got let me see. I think we ended up getting $1.50 away from the 50-day moving average. So very, very close to it. Tomorrow will tell whether or not that's going to be sufficient for them to start buying the dip like crazy. Usually they like to let it get to, which we did get the uptrend, the lower uptrend line at the bottom of the channel. We did hit that today. So with that said, it'll be quite interesting, which I guess I can actually, let's see if I can pull that up for you. Let's pull this up. All right, so this was the activity on the SPY today. Talked about these indicators in a previous video. So, all right, yep. So we got our hit on the bottom channel here today. Like I said, we was just what did we end up being? $1 away from the fit. So it'll, like I said, tomorrow is going to be very, very telling. Would not be surprised to see us come down to this tomorrow. I think it's going to be one of two things. Either we're going to explode back up to the 21, or we're going to come down to the 50 and potentially pierce through it to start the morning and find support here on this algo here at right around 41, and then pierce through the 50, find support here, and then blast all the way back through the 50 and probably back up to this trend line. So that's kind of my expectation for tomorrow. One of two things. Like I said, start the day and we just blast up, big bullish engulfing candle back up here to 447 to 450, or the other one, like I said, the other one would be go ahead and tag our 50, actually push through it a little bit down here to this this algo trading level, and then support here, and then blast off back to the upside from there. So anyway, time will tell, but as recent history shows, that is our likely outcomes. We're not going to be sitting at 444 come tomorrow at the close. Nope, I don't see that happening at all. So we will have some movement tomorrow, so be ready for it. So with that said, don't want to take up any more of your time. Appreciate you taking some time to check out the video. We'll try to get cover a few more stocks tomorrow. If there's stocks in particular that you'd like me to look at, feel free to put them down in the chat, and I'll plan to get them looked at for you. So with that said, Precision Trader, may the market be with you.